Now, Nigeria's Senate President Godswill Akpabio has announced names of the principal officers of the majority party, the All Progressive Congress, in the upper legislative chamber. At a plenary which resumed on Tuesday, Akpabio announced Yerima Bamidele, Senator representing Ekiti Central, as majority leader, David Umahi, Senator representing Ebonyi State, as a deputy majority leader. Ali Ndume, Senator representing Borno South, was named the chief whip, while Lola Ashiru, Senator representing Kwara South, named as his deputy chief whip. Akpabio also announced Simon Nwadkwon, Senator representing Plateau North, as minority leader, said that the principal officers from the majority were chosen by consensus. Now,
former governor of Zamfara State, Yerima, has suggested that the federal government should negotiate with bandits in order for the country to record great progress like it's experienced with Niger Delta militants. He made the suggestion on Monday while speaking with State House correspondents after a courtesy visit to the president. Yerima urged President Bola Tinubu to engage the use of dialogue with bandits rather than military force as the best way to address the insecurity challenge to resolve insurgency in the country. He also noted that the immediate past government failed in negotiating with bandits. Arise analyst Dayo Sobowale joins us now to discuss the call for President Tinubu to negotiate to end insecurity in the Northwest and the desirability or otherwise of such talks given past initiatives that have failed. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Sobowale. It's always a pleasure to have you in the studio. Yeah. Now, Senator Yerima was of the opinion that if the federal government begins negotiation with bandits, that the country will record great progress, like experienced with the Niger Delta militants. However, there's been people who have said no, they should just be military force. I want to know what your thoughts are. How should it best be handled? Through dialogue or through force?
Through force. You see, a government is any government that can use force to maintain its rule within a given territorial area. What Yerima is advocating has been tried before in Kaduna State, in Katsina State, where the governors gave bandits to this, money to these bandits, and they took the money and intensified the attack. Even on the international scene, see what is happening with Prigozhin and Putin, and even here in Nigeria, the warlord from the riverine area, Asari Dokubo, who said he's the one maintaining security and not the military. That the military are siphoning money and that he can stop the oil theft. And the new president said the oil theft is his priority so that our revenue is not stolen away. My view is that if you want peace, you must make war. The government must deter those who challenge its authority within a given territorial area, or else it is no longer a government. I mean, that is what leads to balkanization of any state. It has happened. It happened in the Yugoslavia when Tito died. It was predicted that once he died, the country will go divided into component parts, and that was precisely what happened. If Tinubu should take that advice, he will be presiding over the liquidation of Nigeria. And luckily, he has just sworn in new service chiefs. The ball is in their court to disprove what Asari Dokubo said and to show that they have the mettle to deter bandits, kidnappers, and all these people challenging the authority of the Nigerian state.
But using the iron fist,
yes,
from history hasn't really worked well. Classical case, the USA. America has failed. Colossal disappointment was the Vietnam War. They tried to use force. That did not work.
That's a war between nations.
That's what I'm saying. We're just trying to...
Internal dispute is different from international.
No, I'm just saying that sometimes the use of force, because you mentioned international issues, but yes. I'm just saying that the use of force sometimes hasn't really panned out.
Look, get this right.
Yes.
We are not talking international issues now. Even the example I've given are internal dissent against constituted authority.
Okay.
You get me? You have people try to appease, and the appeaser became the aggressor.
Okay, so
and
now,
defy
okay,
the state.
okay.
So it's different from when nations go to war, because morals amongst individuals is different from the morals amongst nations.
All right.
So just playing devil's advocate to what you said. I mean, an example that was highlighted by Senator Yerima, of course, was President Musa Yar'Adwa's negotiations in the Niger Delta region in 2007. That was what he used as a precedent for peaceful resolution.
That is mischievous. That is mischievous. We are not Japanese, we are Nigerians. The wealth of Nigeria comes from that area. And people know that they have not benefited in any way. You get me? So there's some compunction. You know what is called national compunction, pricking of the conscience. That we have done in the service to these people. That was why they put people like Asari Dokubo there. You get me? And it worked. So it is from there that Asari Dokubo is now graduating to attacking the army now. Just like Prigozhin in Russia, he was used to fight a war outside the source of Russia, but he now turned around to march on Moscow. Look, there are no half measures in deterrence. War is deterrence, and government is force. Once you are elected, because democracy, once you are elected, you have the authority to protect. Anyway, all the presidential candidates campaigned on protecting us. So that is the duty of government. And they have put in place new service chiefs. Let them prove their mettle, let them protect us. There should be no negotiation with bandits. And that is not iron fist, Iran. That is asserting your authority within your own territorial. That's legitimacy.
Yes, but
that's legitimacy.
Okay, so now probably trying to go back to the point I was trying to make initially. We know that some will say that they've tried the carrot approach.
Carrot and stick.
Yes, it didn't work. They've tried the stick approach. We've not really gotten, so we've not really probably made as much headway as expected. Let me just try to get to my point here.
Okay.
And some have said that probably, like I was asking Dr. Adamu, one of the guests that just came in, where is the loophole, where is the lacuna here? Because it looks like something is missing somewhere. Because if we've tried the carrot approach, some have said that, some have accused that probably the people that are agitating for this are sympathizers to the causes of these bandits. When we've used the stick approach, so to speak, we've seen that we've been very inadequate in our fight against insurgency.
I see your point.
Yes.
I will show you that I get what you are saying.
Okay.
Now, you say carrot and stick.
Yes.
Now, we are Nigerians. Gumi, Sheikh Gumi,
yes,
once said these bandits are Fulani herdsmen who feel hostile to the environment because of cattle rustling. That they have not allowed them to move their cattle and they have stolen their cattle. Once you mention Fulani, there is a religious dimension. Do you get me?
Yes.
And you know the last president, so he did not hide his empathy for the Fulani. He said if he don't go to war school, he will be a Fulani husband or husband. So that is always there. Don't let us sidetrack it. Don't let us sidetrack it. Even Yerima talking, this is a former governor.
Yes.
The thing was there when he was there. What did he do about it? Only for you to come and go to the new president now and tell him that he should negotiate with people who are now better armed than when he was governor and who are unrepentant in what they are doing. The only snag now is that they do not, at least Tinubu is not a Fulani person. But the last president was, and they had a field day, go to Benue, go to Plateau, go and see the farmlands. That is why there is hunger in the land now. So, in terms of leadership, there has not been that total commitment to any nation of this terror that we are talking about.
Okay.
I can't pretend you don't know Iran.
That's a good place. That's a good place to put it.